In this episode, Mark gets to practice backing, only to have to do it all again. He has his favourite dish. We all know what that is. We go through the Roman Canal, built by the Romans. Amazing, amazing trip. And we're going to play it in slow-mo for you so that you see it all unfold. Fiona goes for her first swim. Oh boy. Really hope you enjoy it. So there we are, secured round the rock. Rope out, rope back, one wet wipe. Today we go to Scaro. Unbelievable place. I just didn't get much footage, and it really doesn't show it for what it is. Unbelievable place, equally as nice as Poros. Anyway, we'll do better.
See the anchor all the way along there, the line. It's incredible. Never seen it so clear. Just straight out.
And here we are, just departing out of Fiona. If you remember, we weren't even going to call in here. We were actually on our way from Vathi to Scaro, but just went past it. It looked gorgeous. We stopped here for the night. So pleased we did. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning to be out on the boat. So here's some shots. A little bit of music. And here we are approaching Scaro, tiny wee village, only about 200 people. And they just recently uncovered, when they were building a hotel, some ancient ruins that date back to 146 BC to around 300 AD, effectively the Roman era. And in there was a stone plinth that actually still turned on its pivot points. It was pretty amazing. And they found a plaque from centuries ago where the Athenians from Athens thanked the locals for allowing them to hunt.
You hear me? Over.
Yep, I've got you. You're going to be by the anchor first.
Thank you. I haven't put the back fender out yet, so we start reversing. Over.
Okay, that's up to you. So here we go, like you by now as well, getting pretty used to the med mooring. So you come into this bay, it's a horseshoe shape, so effectively you have got the potential for anchor lines to cross. So we just took our time in trying to work out where we wanted to be. You can see it wasn't that windy, a little bit of a breeze, but nothing that was really going to upset us. And we are absolutely learning that taking your time is the answer when it comes to med mooring. So you can see I'm quite happy where we are. So I've got the port engine in idle forward, starboard engine, idle reverse, and it just starts us turning around to get lined up to the bay. Then I move into my usual position now, as much as I can, facing the direction we're going, my back to the controls. Biggest challenge is always finding the bow thruster. It never seems to be where your hand wants to go. See, I'm feeding out the chain there with my right hand, and you'll probably notice we just almost come to a halt. I stopped feeding it out. You can kind of feel the boat just grab a little bit. You know your anchor's locked in then, and so then we just keep on backing up until we're close enough for Fiona to get the lines out to the people on the wharf that are always there to help you. So yeah, we are feeling pretty comfortable about it. As I said before, it just seems so complicated to begin with, but it's actually a really simple process and works very, very well for getting as many boats as possible in alongside the wharf. Yeah, it was went well this day. And about now, I normally go back and just check out I'm happy with everything.
And tide. Over.
And then once happy down the back, just come back up and make any final adjustments on the anchor just to pull ourselves nice and tight on those stern lines and a bit of tension on the anchor chain, and that way we sit snug as a bug in a rug.
So we arrived in this gorgeous place, and then I was on the boat. There's our boat there. As you can see, it's getting very full. And then Mark did a deal with a guy who wants to look over our boat if he gives him a coffee. So Mark said, yeah, that sounds cool. And then I was on the phone with Ben, and I thought, oh, I don't know where Mark is. And so I came down here, and here he is, busy chatting to people and drinking coffee and just having a whale of a time and enjoying himself. So there he is.
We've got 1 week left.
And this is a gorgeous place.
Our daughter went to Paxos. We saved the spot for you. We saved the spot for you. It's only €140 a night. Oh, I'm photographing myself. Welcome.
Stop.
That's all right, you're all right. Okay, today we're off to yet another Vathi. Not a long day, probably 2-3 hours, but very, very nice boating and another beautiful village in Greece. So here we are about to depart for Scaro, and I'm doing that from on the flybridge, of course. Fiona's releasing the ropes. You can see as she's just letting the lines, sorry, not ropes, lines, as she's letting those go, the boat just slowly starts drifting to the starboard there. So I head up onto the flybridge and I can just put reverse idle on the starboard, forward idle on the port, and put the bow thruster to the port, and then she just drifts nice and slowly over to the port side. And normally, because you've got a little bit of tension on the anchor, the minute the lines come off at the back, the boat just quietly drifts forward and you can start bringing the anchor in. So works pretty well really, and you can see just nice and slow, plenty of time for everything. And now coming into Vathi on the island of Ithaka. You never quite know what you're going to get. Yachts waiting to come out, and after we back all the way in, a wee surprise. Just a big motor yacht telling us he's about to back. 3 short blasts. Anyway, here we are, all set for a really nice arrival. And we had Clive on the dock there helping us, but unfortunately we got all tied off, set up, and then had a look at the tie downs, and they were effectively just about a 10mm bolt into the ground with a little eye loop on the top of it. So not nearly enough to leave us feeling secure. So the decision was made, we would go to the other side of the bay, and I loved another go.
This is what Mark giving up alcohol looks like. He's on his way to the supermarket because he wants to get some non-alcoholic beer, and he keeps looking at all these places across here where they serve drink, and he was nearly halfway across the street saying let's go for a drink.
I know.
There's just
It's terrible.
it's a worry.
I don't want to.
You don't want to what, Mark?
Well, I know that not drinking all the time is good for you. I never have more than 3 drinks a day, but it's 3 drinks every day almost, isn't it? So that's not good. And so we've decided that we're not going to for a week to see how we feel. And that was this morning. So that was 4 hours ago.
So if anybody out there has got any words of wisdom for Mark or some advice on this journey, just let us know. This is how desperate Mark is, that he wanted to know if he could put 6 cold ones in and take 6 not cold ones and take 6 cold ones. And he even asked the guy, because he wants to drink one straight away. I can't believe this. And the guy said, no, it's okay, but it costs more because that's cold, which I understand. Electricity for the freezer.
I'm going to stick them in there. It'll be cold in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to the boat. I'm going to put this in the freezer.
Okay, see ya.
So here we are in Little Vuffy, or Buffy, depending on how you want to pronounce it. It's spelt on the maps as V-A-T-H-Y or I, or B-A-T-H-Y, so we're just not quite sure. Lovely little spot. We're about to head off. We're heading north. We're going through another canal today, so obviously we'll video that, and we go past a bridge that they swing around and let you through on the hour. And the neat thing about that bridge is it doesn't connect the land to the land, so because it swings it makes the other place on that side an island, and because it's an island it doesn't pay mainland taxes. How cool is that? So yeah, sweetie, yeah, perfect. So Sweetie's down the back doing the ropes. Lovely spot. You'll see in the video from yesterday, you'll have seen it by now obviously, that we had to come over here, so I won't go over that again. We're beside the fishing boats. So here come the ropes off. Port one's off, starboard one's coming off, and I mean, a day like this you can just sit here and then we'll quietly nudge forward, bringing the anchor in. So line's off, sweetie.
What's that?
The line's off. Are the lines off?
No, I've only got the starboard one off. I've got the port one off and the starboard now.
Cool. She has the same problem that I have. If you're facing the back, you call the port starboard and the starboard port. But she worked it out. She's doing really well, actually. We try and use the radio where we can, but what we're finding is we're really comfortable with the mid-mooring now. So we actually don't need to talk that much. The only time we need to talk is if something's going wrong. But this morning we decided, you know what, let's not do the radios. I can basically see most of it from here. So yeah, both the lines are off now, and we're just ever so gently drifting away from the dock. Nothing's happening. Quite comfortable with that, but we'll go out here and then I'll just do a turn around. We'll go to starboard so that you can just see the town, and then we'll head off. But yeah, I think today's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be flat calm, I suspect. Anyway, last night had my favourite dinner, prawns.
Oh, Sam today rang us because he was waiting to, he was off to go and see the boys play football. It was Monday night. Monday. Lights are off.
Okay. Your lines and warps, you mean, Mrs. Remmel? Okay, here we come around, look. Just a nice little turn. One engine and idle forward, the other engine idle reverse, and she effectively just turns on herself. Beautiful little place, I mean, it really is. They're all beautiful. They're all absolutely beautiful. Went to bed last night, watch our latest series on Netflix. Mrs. R fell asleep, and I sat up and got the Northern Canal episode out to you, and we hear it loud and clear. 4 people said they didn't like the music, so if 4 actually took the time to say that, I figure a lot more of you probably didn't like it as well, and I wasn't overly pleased with it, but it's so hard finding a Greek theme that's not copyrighted. So yeah, sorry about that if you didn't like it, but I tried to drop the volume down, and I would love some feedback. I mean, do you want a variety of music, or do you want no music? But no music when I'm not talking means that all you're doing is looking at the pictures, but maybe that's what you want. So yeah, give us some feedback, eh? Give us some feedback. Anyway, we're almost around now. You've had a bit of a look. Marina over there, it's about €80 a night there. And on the quayside here it was €8, but the man never turned up, so I guess it was a freebie, as was the night before as well. So yeah, we'll pay it forward. We'll do something nice for somebody. Just turn you guys around so you can... You there, sweetie? Oh, do you know how to put the water maker on? You push the power button and then you'll see start, and just push start. Anyway, it's an hour 10 up to the canal. It was built in Roman times actually, so that should be interesting. Again, we'll get the video right through that. It's not too far, going through the bridge and that. Apparently there's normally quite a queue waiting there, so yeah, it should be interesting. And then from there we've got a number of options. We want to try and get as far north as we can, because next Monday we have to leave Greece. So we're going to head up towards Anti-Paxos and Paxos. Renee went there last year and just said it was beautiful, so we're going around those islands. There's blue caves. We should get some fantastic drone footage. Really hope we do. Mark made a big stuff up yesterday. I put the charger from charging through off to charge only, and that took the 230 volt out, which I thought, oh, that's okay, you know, who cares, we don't need 230 while we're underway. Well, what that did was turn the water maker off, and then when we put the power on, it went through its shutdown mode, so we made no water yesterday, and then it went through its shutdown mode, and it never turned off. It's supposed to be 180 seconds, and it just kept repeating it. We got back from going for a walk, and we had drained the freshwater tank to completely empty. Pretty critical today that we get water in the tank, so Fiona's just putting that on now. If we don't get water in the tank, we've got to go somewhere where we can fill up. If we do get water in the tank, we're going to a really nice anchorage about 3 hours from here, Maitika. Then after that, we're off to Corfu, and from Corfu we check out. And at this stage, it's Montenegro, but last night we did have a discussion. We're very, very close to Italy. Part of us wonders if we should just head for Italy and claim our 3-month bilateral agreement. Problem is, if Italy says no and you have to accept what they say, then we've got to go to Montenegro anyway, so we're kind of kicked out. So I think it's going to be Montenegro. It's quite a way up there, but it'll be past the Albanian coast, and then we'll come down to Italy.
It's like a boat, that thing.
Right.
You're just leaving.
Anyway,
I'll see
we're off. We'll catch up with you later in the day. Mrs. Ramel at the helm, hello.
Hello.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
There's a shipwreck over there, look, just as a gentle reminder.
Oh, that's great.
We're in 6 metres of water.
So, where have you just left till today? We'll just write it down.
Little
so
Buffy.
We left Little Buffy, which is really...
널 바라보며 yeah. 하고 싶은 말 내가 너의 그늘이 돼줄게 언제나 편하게 기대도 돼 네가 원한다면 yeah. 내가 너의 곁에 영원히 옆에서 지켜줄게 언제라도 짙은 어둠이 드리워도 우리가 함께 헤쳐나가다 보면 그 무엇도 우릴 방해할 수 없어 널 위해 난 모든 언제나 너의 곁에 yeah. 네 편이 되어줄게 행복한 날들을 약속할게 너와 난 그렇게 웃어도 돼 저기 하늘을 봐 yeah. 널 보면 미소 짓는 우와. 내가 너만의 빛이 돼줄게 약속할게 짙은 어둠이 드리워도 우리가 함께 헤쳐나가다 보면 그 무엇도 우릴 방해할 수 없어 널 위해 난 모든 걸 다 내어줄게 Starstruck 오늘따라 유난히 더 Starstruck 밝게 보이는 저별들도 Starstruck 분명 힘들었겠지 널 안아줄게 외롭고 지쳐갈 때 넌 내 목소리를 기억해 난 절대 혼자가 아냐 너의 곁에 있을게 짙은 어둠이 드리워도 우리가 함께 헤쳐나가다 보면 그 무엇도 우릴 방해할 수 없어 널 위해 난 모든 걸 다 내어줄게 Starstruck 오늘따라 유난히 더 Starstruck 밝게 보이는 저별들도 Starstruck 분명 힘들었겠지 안아줄게
Alright, so it's 9:45. Where does that day go? And
9:43 to be precise.
is it?
Yep.
Yeah, and then up there is what they call a ferry. It's not actually a bridge that swings. It's actually a ferry that's the exact size of the channel. And we've just shut down out here. It's pretty much flat calm, and we're just floating around until
Explain though, you just
It
said it's
almost
a theory
gets-
and then you didn't say what's going to happen.
I'll explain that as I'm going through with the video.
Yeah, but it's... If you think it's just a ferry, then you'd be thinking, well, what does that mean? It means...
I've explained that the bridge swings, and I've explained all that down there coming up here, and now I'm saying it's not actually a bridge, it's a ferry. And then I thought, as we go up to it,
So have you already said it's a bridge?
yep, and it's about
Oh, okay.
not paying taxes and...
Oh, okay, you've said that. Right.
Yeah.
Continue.
I can go?
Continue is cleared. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, so we were the only ones here, but what's amazing is... Whoops, I'll turn you around. And what's slowly happening now is the yachts are coming out of the marina, obviously because the bridge, ferry, is going to open at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, they've been waiting in there, and there's other boats coming up the canal now, and we'll all go through. So I guess we'll be the first one, which is kind of cool. So we'll video that. Alongside here, along the edge of the canal, there's a lot of really old stonework, and apparently the vast majority of that was done during Roman times. So, I mean, it's obviously been repaired and added to, and there's concrete bits now with pipes and that, but yeah, this canal, basically connecting the Northern Ionian to the Mid-Ionian, or still the north down there actually, but saving a hell of a lot going around those islands, has been here for absolutely centuries, and has made commerce, transiting a hell of a lot quicker. So yeah, pretty cool really.
See over there, you'll see where the line...
So I've got a funny feeling the locals well, they do know obviously that the bridge opens on the hour, so it's almost like a traffic jam. I mean, you just got cars and trucks coming from everywhere trying to get across before they stop the bridge to let the boats through. And now there's probably 5 or 6 behind us, I guess, and it'll be the same on the other side. But yeah, so we just park here and wait. There's an old fortification over here. I'll find out about that and give you a bit of info. At the end of the day, this is called the Santa Maura, and as we said, that is actually legally a boat, and because it's a boat, the whole island out here, the entire island, is massive, does not have to pay mainland taxes. And it's amazing, like it's just coming up to 10 in the morning, and I mean, like most seaside places, you just feel that breeze starting to kick in, and there's a note in the book, and I can just imagine it, at times you get 25, 30 boats all just sitting here. I'll turn you around, waiting to come through. So it would get chaotic, particularly if it's windy. There's only a few boats today, so at the moment we're not 100% sure whether the bridge swings on that starboard side all the way out here or whether it rotates around the middle, so we'll have to find that out. So watch this space. What's the time, sweetie?
Yeah, it's 9:58. You see there's no other cars, oh there's just a motorbike coming in. There's no other cars coming.
Yeah, so they know there's no point now.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes and it should start open. I wonder how long that'll take. That could be interesting. Might be a 5-minute process, but I doubt it.
There's some action in the cockpit there, some movement. Do you think all those masts on the other side are all boats waiting to come through?
No, they're... Well, they could be, actually. Yeah, they may well be. We'll see. So the shallowest it got to coming down here was 2.7 metres, so pretty shallow. We draw 1.6. Oh, sorry, that was 2.7, but that's under our keel, not under the transducer. We've altered it for the keel. So in theory, 0 is 0, but I'm going to check that out with my new short wetsuit and weight belt.
9:59 and still traffic going across.
His timing was impeccable, that truck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Got cars waiting here. They're going to...
Another truck going across. Gosh. It says over there, see, no anchor. Obviously people have thought about anchoring before.
Yeah, can sit here and wait the night before.
So it's 10 o'clock and the siren's just gone off, so that must mean that the bridge is going to open soon.
It must mean soon because the drivers are ignoring it at the moment.
Yeah, they're just all still going over the bridge. So
Maybe that's a 1-minute warning.
yeah, maybe.
One assumes there is a red light. Couple of barriers that go down, one on either side, probably a good idea. I'm sure James Bond would just fly up the ramp. Oh no, there's no ramp, is there? Oh, look at this, that one last car.
That's amazing, isn't it?
sweetie. I love it. How are you? Yeah, good. Beautiful boat. And you too.
Live a little, flip the page, give it some more, getting out of my way. I was hiding, bulletproof, forever waiting. Then came you. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I was picking up the pieces of yesteryear's life, in over my head, trying to figure out. I was going through changes, but where to begin? When a mountain moving revelation came marching in. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told.
What are you doing, sweetie? What are you doing? So what we've got happening here is, it's this absolutely gorgeous bay that we've backed right into, and we thought rather than go to the trouble of taking the tender off and everything like that, Fiona is swimming in with the truck strop, and she's going to put that around that rock over there. Then she's going to swim back and she's going to get the rope. Why? Because I was going to, but we felt it was probably best for me to stay on the boat so I can just keep it nice and tight in the middle of the bay. We've got about 40 metres of anchor out, and Fiona volunteered to swim back there, so I said why not. I'm dying to see the comments on this one, because I think you guys are going to say, for God's sake, get the bloody tender off. But what a gorgeous day to go for a swim. Anyway, I just need to go and check the bow. Bow's all good, anchor's holding it. There is Sweetie getting out of the water. Check that out. Ah! Good on her. She's had a lovely swim. I'm dying to hear what she says when she gets back. I'm just popping over here all the time just to check that we're happy with that. So she's going to wrap this strop around the rock. Round the bottom, Sweetie. Good on her. That's gutsy. Hey, Sweetie, do the next one in the water. The one this way. Apparently the strop's not quite long enough for that big rock, so she's going to... Yep. No, it won't, because the rope will hold it tight. So she's going to go back in the water now and put it in front of the rock, just in front of it. Yeah, okay, but it has to be the one in the water. Sweetie, the one in the water. That one, yeah, it's good. No, that one's good. Okay, that one there if you want to. Whichever one you think. Sweetie? I mean, she's kind of in charge out there really, because I can't see the rocks, but in the end it's got to go around a rock she's happy with. No, you put it round and put one end through the other. Okay, we're going in reasonably close to the edge here, but look, we're all under control. The anchor is holding nicely. Holding absolutely beaut. No problems at all. I mean, just look at that water, people. Look at that water. Anyway, there she goes. Look, she's put the... Beautiful. We're not moving back at all here, so I'll just keep an eye on what's going on. Don't get too focused on your YouTube bloody footage, Mark. Looking good. We're not moving. Tail's coming a little bit, but that's okay. No, sweetie, we need the loops on this side. So maybe that other one, the smaller one, to your left. Yeah. You got to have the loops out this side. That's it. Looks like it's slightly more complicated than what we expected. Anyway, I'll come back to you with progress. Good girl. Good swim. Is it nice? You alright? I'll just come back a bit more again, alright? Am I pulling you? Watch out for that rock. Alright? Sweetie, just pull yourself along this rope. Is it nice and warm? Right, just wait there. I'm just going to stop the engine, alright? Just wait there. Was it good?
Yeah.
So there we are, secured round the rock. Rope out, rope back, one wet wife. Is it nice and warm?
At least I got my lovely sexy shoes.
You need to get out in the sun. I can't see you.
Good.
Go on in the sun.
Oh.
So,
Yes, Marky.
can you move over that way a bit?
Put me back in the water, will you?
How was that?
It was refreshing going for a swim. But yeah.
Probably took as long as taking the tender off, eh?
Oh, yeah, it probably would have, yeah.
Yeah, but
You
then,
were going to swim over and do it, but then I didn't feel comfortable making sure the boat didn't
yeah,
drift.
and I get that.
So then we swapped roles, didn't
Yeah, but I mean, how did you like? It was the actual swimming side of it with the strop and the swimming
yeah,
side.
no, that's fine.
So
It's
is,
not-
I mean,
I can
and
swim.
it's gorgeous in here, isn't it? I mean, it's
Oh,
nice
it
and
is
warm.
lovely. It's just lovely.
So what are we going to do now?
Well,
I'm gonna.
as I was swimming, I was thinking I'm going to have a drink.
Yeah, but what am I going to do?
Oh, on that later on. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. We're just going to sit here for a while and just check it's all okay. Oh, look, now these people have come with a dinner.
Yeah, I
They
know.
could have helped us.
So we're going to go over and we're going to try and swap it onto a rock over here a bit. Although that gives us less protection that way.
Yeah.
I think it's quite good where it is. I think you've done a good job.
Well, why don't you ask them if we can go for a drive with them and
No.
go over and check it?
No, I'm going to go for a swim.
Oh, okay.
We're tied. And come back next time, you're going to see some amazing footage and colours. I do some more drone flying and I met these two. They didn't care that I was there, and honestly, they were just so cool. Couple of these guys, hundreds more. Uh-oh, this looks like trouble.